Hey everyone, it says listen and share love. So I'm looking at UP10TION's Your Gravity. There came out about a week ago. I was hoping to look at it sooner. I've just been getting over another throat infection. I've got to go back to the doctors and get this sorted. Anyway, so there's only 8 members this time around promoting, because 2 of the members were recently, as pretty much nearly, if you don't know this, you've been living under a rock or really don't pay much attention to anything, were in Produce X. And one of the members did actually make it into the final group, which is now X1. And I have seen Flash, for anyone that does want to comment about that in the bottom. I didn't react to it, only because it's one of those ones, every manly dog that does any kind of reactions online would be reacting to it, especially within the K-pop community, because it's been such really hyped up and people have been really looking forward to their debut. And I know there's a member of Victon is also in that group as well. And the other member of UP10TION that was in Produce X, he made it quite far from what I remember hearing about it online. I never get a chance to watch it. I just tend to skim through the news articles mostly to keep up with the produce shows now, because you kind of have to, really, because it's just so big, and it does kind of affect different groups and that now in a lot more bigger ways, especially with how lengthy this contract is for the group, which is X1. So because he got so far up, the company decided that he wouldn't promote with the group this time around, because he does need a bit of a break, especially after Produce X. So anyway, here we go. So this is UP10TION's Your Gravity. Ooh. Ooh. Blue, yellow. Ooh. Ooh. Gravity. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Blue contacts. Ooh. 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 Interesting change back there. Ooh. Ooh. Love the change in... Ooh. Ooh. Love his hair. Ooh. Very interesting change there. I love it. It's like that painting with all the stairs. Ooh. Ooh. Bit darker there. He's waiting for them to say that line so long. Ooh. Ah, yes. Oh. It's such an interesting song beat-wise. Oh? Oh, that's cool. The Gravity. Your Gravity. Okay, literally there, Your Gravity. Okay, I love you. I'll be there for you. I'm your gravity. You know, I'm your center. It's just, because gravity is... Hang on a sec. Gravity. gravity is like what's at the center of the planet. It keeps everything together and it keeps us grounded. That's literally what they've gone for here. Your gravity, as in, I'm your gravity, I'm your center, I'm there for you to keep you grounded. And I love you. That's pretty much it lyric-wise. You can really get that. But the beat is so low. It's all over the place, but it's not at the same time. That's what I really, really love about this. Because it's really upbeat, it's really boppy, it's like cutesy in a sense because it's technically it's a love song, but it isn't at the same time because of this really peculiar beat. I really love this song, and the vocals are just so interesting because like there's certain points, it's kind of weird in a sense that like it kind of drops off when you don't think it would, and it picks up where it wouldn't. Like towards the end you can actually really start, there is a pattern to this beat, but it feels so peculiar, but doesn't feel jaunted in a sense that, you know, it doesn't feel like it meshes together with the lyrics. The lyrics and the song mesh together well, but the beat itself, it's a bit peculiarly set out because it's very noticeable, but it's done in a way that it doesn't necessarily feel like I said, it doesn't feel jaunting, it doesn't feel disconnected, it is all connected. So I said, I've got to go back to the beginning because this beat is incredible. I really, really love it. It's so good. Just give it a sec. Now it starts off. Dun, dun. And that like echoey sound, that's throughout the whole beat too, this. And then it goes to here. Like I said, the beat really changes up as soon as that bit of vocal comes in. They really add a bit to it, and it comes in and it really changes up sound-wise. That slight echoiness, it's still there, and some parts of it are there. But when they add that they add to it instrumental-wise, and they rip so much out of it that it feels jaunting. It doesn't feel like it's the same, but it is. That's what I mean. Like, it feels so disconnected, but it is at the same time. Like, it all meshes together well, but it's just the way they've set the instrumental parts of it up and the music of it up. They add bits to it, they rip bits out so suddenly that it really doesn't feel like it's connected, but it is. Hang on, another bit up here. Show yous. Here, for instance, like this is evidently a build. Yeah, like that. Like I said, it drops off, but it doesn't at the same time because it all but completely does a 180 and changes beat and sound. So that's what I mean. This song is so peculiar. Like, beat and sound wise, there is a pattern to it, but the way they've put it together, it's just incredible. I love it. Okay, also, with a lot of these shots and that too, you would have noticed through this, like, there's a lot of different shots, like people floating, or slight upside down shots and stuff like that too, or really sudden changes between like what they're wearing shots as they're panning out. They might be in the black suits and they'll go to those blue, like those different variations of blue, then they'll go to those more like summery kind of, you know, shirts and that, but it's, and as the camera's like panning out and twisting at the same time, like that's really good. And it kind of goes with that whole gravity, because when there isn't gravity, you're just floating in nothingness. I think that's kind of that sense they're trying to get with the camera shots and that too, the way they've done it. Like, I'm your gravity, I'm there for you, I'm to keep you grounded. And it just kind of, with this song, especially with the your gravity, I think it really does work for this. And also, colour scheme, very basic, anyone can get it. It's blue. Blue is your main colour, it is your base colour, hands down, no arguments. Your secondary colour from there is yellow. Actually, no. Secondary colour, actually, you got 3 secondary colours there. Black, white, yellow. That's pretty much it. Yellow, not so much a secondary colour, more of your third colour-wise, palette-wise, because you use so much white in it. It kind of goes blue, 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 variations, different colours, different tones of blue, but it is strictly blue. Then white you can class as a colour in this, despite the fact they do use it to emphasise certain points. There is just so much of it that it can 100% be classed as a colour for this. Then from there you got black, but it's the same thing as the white. Like I said, it'd be your third colour, only because it's used to emphasize certain points, but it's still technically a color. It's about shown as much as the yellow is, to be honest, the black, because like they're not so much in the landscape, but just like in what they're wearing more. So that's why it's not as, it wouldn't really be a secondary color, it's your third color. So blue's your main color, variation tones and shades of blue. A lot more on the line of the denim blue, not navy to a sense, because denim blue's a bit different to a point. Like, you got navy blue, then you got many different kinds, tones. You got light blues, dark blues. These are all blues. They are dark, but I've got a light undertone to them, so they're not too dark and deep, like, you know, not necessarily navy blue or a brooding kind of dark, deep, mysterious blue. They are blue with a light undertone through them, all the variations of them here. So you've got blue's your main colour, white's your secondary colour, followed by yellow and black tie for your third colours. That's pretty simple with this. And with this simple colour palette, it really focuses more on the dances and the camera angles and the lyrics and just the song itself. And I really like that for this. You focus more on the aspects of the music they want you to focus on, such as whether it be the individual members of the group dance or a certain scene or setting they're in. And it's very simple and I love it. I just love this song. Anyway, this is Ezra. Listen, love, share the love, and check out Your Gravity. I love it, and I say a lot of other people will too. See ya.